Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Right Honourable Peter Hind, MP, Secretary of State for Wales.
I'm sorry that the meeting started a little late. I pay tribute to the platform in the way that it's already been done, and particularly to Ahmed Shahzad for the fantastic work that he does championing the Black, Asian, and minority ethnic communities within the Labour Party and throughout our community. And the fact that you've been awarded an OBE is in recognition of the way that you champion the cause that you have expressed so eloquently tonight. Now, we are making a very important statement here tonight. Women and men together, black and white, Muslims, Hindu, Sikh, Christian, Jews, people of many other faiths and people of no faiths. And what unites us is our common humanity. And what unites us is our demand that everybody, regardless of race or creed, or sexuality, or disability, or age, whatever their background, we're all the same. We all deserve equal opportunities, and we say tonight that we will not accept racism and fascism poisoning our communities. That would be our uniting against in organising this great meeting. And we're also demanding tonight that all of us work together in support of groups such as the United Against Fascism. It is absolutely vital, whatever your political beliefs, that we come together to say we will not accept the racist, fascist, Nazi-like British National Party in Walthamstow or anywhere else. We will drive them out of our communities, we will drive them out of London, we will drive them out of Britain, and we will drive them back into the gutter where they belong. And we will take them on wherever they organise. If they stand in local council elections, we will oppose them and campaign against them. When they stand in Barking, and if they stand in the coming parliamentary elections, we will take them on and confront them and leaflet against them and organise against them and argue against them and drive them into the defeat that they must have. But we will only do this by rising up together, by making sure that we stand united together to fight this evil force. And we will not do it by ignoring them. We will not do it by giving them platforms. And I say, no Labour candidate will stand on the same election platform as a member of the Labour candidate here in Walthamstow shares that belief as Neil, in many, many decades of campaigning, has as well, and the whole of the United Labour Party is united on that position. And that is why I took the view, as a member of the Cabinet, that it was totally wrong. In fact, it was a scandal for the BBC to give a position to the British National Party on the prime time political programme of the entire system of British broadcasting in question time. They should never have done it, and the BNP gained a great deal of profile and support and membership from their appearance on that programme. And the BBC must not allow that shameful episode to be repeated ever again. Mention was made by Ahmed and by Keith of taking on the National Front. Remember that in the 1970s and the 1980s, as Neil said, they were pushing the Liberals into 4th place in London elections and in by-elections in the West Midlands. A very, very dangerous time with rising unemployment, with people concerned about their futures, with all the conditions which are reproduced today, in which people are able to fan the fears and exploit grievances, whether over housing or jobs or other issues, and say that it is the colour of somebody's skin or their religion that is the reason for this problem, when we know that it is not that at all. It is other reasons, and that we need to confront those reasons and overcome we took on the National Front. We didn't do it by ignoring them. We took them on, organised against them, miners against the Nazis, teachers against the Nazis, students against the Nazis, even vegetarians against the Nazis. And even some youngsters had skateboarders against the Nazis. And we mobilised a massive popular movement with Rock Against Racism, and we beat the National Front. And we drove them out, and their organisation completely disintegrated. Not that fascist or racist ideas went away, but the organised threat that was represented in the National Front was defeated. And we took them on and we organised against them, and that's what we have to do again today against the British National Party, their successors. That is what Unite Against Fascism is doing. That is what the Labour Party must do in all our communities. We must mobilise right across the community to confront them, working with the trade unions, the churches, the mosques, all the different religions, to make sure that we stand up for our beliefs. And something else as well is important in the coming weeks. We face a very big choice for the future of this country. And it is directly related to confronting and beating the BNP as well. We now have the real prospect of the Tories sweeping into power, with the media backing them, all their friends in the newspapers and the media who've waited for this day to get a credible Tory party when they haven't had one for nearly 20 years, and now they're backing them. Millions and millions of pounds are coming in from tax exiles, particularly Lord Ashcroft, into marginal seats to buy those votes and to out-organise the Labour Party in those seats. And of course, at the same time, the BNP is gaining in strength as well. So what we have to do is fight racism and fascism and fight the BNP, yes. What we also have to do is stand up and remember that it has always been the Labour Party in legislating against racism, in fighting against racism in our communities, in selecting the first black, Muslim, and Hindu and Sikh, and many other black, Asian and minority ethnic community representatives on our councils, in our parliament, in our Scottish and Welsh assemblies. It is the Labour Party that has carried the cause of fighting racism and being the party for all the community, and particularly giving voice and expression and political representation to those of our members of our British community who come from a black, Asian or minority ethnic background. And we're proud of it. I'm proud that the Labour Party has members of Parliament of all different faiths and colours, men and women from all different backgrounds. I'm proud of that. I'm proud of the fact that when I first got into politics, following my parents' struggle against apartheid, it was the Labour Party that supported the anti-apartheid movement against the Tories who opposed the anti-apartheid movement. It was the Labour Party that supported Nelson Mandela when the Tories were attacking Nelson Mandela as a terrorist. It was the Labour Party over the decades and the generations that supported the early trade unionists who were struggling for a right for working people to get representation and a voice in their workplaces. It was the Labour Party that was standing for women to get the vote against the views of the Tories, and that is why the suffragettes had to struggle so hard to get the vote for women, supported by the Labour Party, against the views of the Tories. And it's the same struggle today, the struggle for a kind of Britain in which we respect people of all backgrounds and all faiths and all colours, in which we say we want to continue the policies of investing in our health services, not cut health services or privatise health services. We want to continue the policies of improving our schools to be the best in the world, right across in every community in this country. We want to continue and go back to the policies of creating full employment in this country to rescue our economy from the international banking crisis. Not cut investment to our communities, not cut investment to our businesses, not cut investment to the groups organising to make sure that everybody has equal opportunities. That is the big choice for Britain and the big choice that we have in Walthamstow this evening. To beat the BNP, but to do something more than that, to make sure that we get a government re-elected is true to the ideals that we all believe in this hall tonight, of social justice, of equal opportunities, of human rights and democracy and freedom for all, whatever their background, whatever their gender, whatever their sexuality, whether they have a disability, whatever their age. And those are the ideals that we've always fought for in the Labour Party with your support. Together, united, we can beat the forces of racism and fascism, and we can beat the Tories in the next election. So let's go forward from this wall tonight.